So here's my question for you. I love the brand of your practice. Boyce and Associates Wealth Consulting. I love that, especially based on who your addressable audience is. I'm just going to put you on the spot now. I know you say process. Have you considered, or have you already branded the process as an extension of the practice, like a brand within that brand where you've given the process a name? You call it something, it's got its own identity, like the Intel Inside sticker on a computer. Are you moving there, or are you there yet?
Oh, well, we actually have talked.
Well, I am.
We
In my signature line.
have already gone down that trail. So I would say we have talked a lot about that because I think it is unique. And it's like you mentioned the brand, and I thought about this a lot, because I mean, it was before I bought my business partner out, it was a different name, but it was still Wealth Consulting. And so what does consulting connote? It connotes communication. And something I've always known is that, people don't necessarily change advisors because of performance. They change because of communication. And so, that was always like at the top of the totem pole as far as like priorities. And so, that the Wealth Consulting the consulting piece of that was actually very purposeful, because, again, I feel like we have a team with a lot of expertise and we are consulting. And I think people are looking at us for advice, and that kind of mutes out, I think, a lot of other advisors, I think are viewed really more transactional, right? Okay, I'm managing a portfolio, but we're, I think, consulting towards outcomes and consulting towards vision. And that's really the premise for us. But how we get there is obviously what we're talking about today. And again, the process, but, branding the process, again, I'm a little, get the heebie-jeebies here a little bit when you say, well, this is the Boyce wealth process or something like that. I mean, I don't want it to be about me. I want it to be about the team.
I like the order of operation that we do with clients is protect, then plan, then prosper. So we protect, right? So when we're sitting down with the client, brand new client coming in, what do you have? Where is it? We need to get all the pieces of the jigsaw puzzle. They might all be scattered out on the table, but we need to know what they are. What assets do you have where? What interests do you have? Your kids are how old? Do you have life insurance? Are you protected? You have rental properties. Okay. Are those under LLC? Like all of those little protects. And then once we have all the pieces of the puzzle, we really put it together and create a plan. Obviously, that plan has to be fluid because that's what life is. Life changes. But create that plan. And then that prosper comes. But I think if you jump to, all right, well, you're going to see this kind of return on your investment, and no, that's not what we do. We don't jump to what is the return you should expect. No, we have a lot of things that need to happen before we get there.
I want them to get bought into the fluid and dynamic, panoramic and all-encompassing nature of the process. And based on what you just said there, I mean, I could see on that banner just below it saying powered by the P3 approach.
Yeah, you say that here. I heard that.
Okay.
Protect, plan, prosper.
Okay, but literally, if it just said the P3 approach and it had an icon like a Nike swoosh, it had a path into the future, or that bridge, like building the bridge. If that became part of the energy and the identity of your thing, then that goes on the bottom of the emails, right?
Yeah.
Ask us about the P3 approach. It could be on the website. I can see a video, you guys doing a video. What makes us different? Well, we've developed and refined a process that puts all the pieces of the puzzle together. It engages other service providers so you have the complete picture. It's never promissory about what the statement's going to look like. It's what it means to be our client, what you're buying into